About a month ago, there was a lot of talk about Zeus getting his first 30 bomb since 2015, and even this was against weaker opposition of the Bulgarian G-Play team. Not only was this his first 30 bomb for years, but it also came in the deciding map of a semi-final against the best team in the world, Astralis. And obviously you don't generally expect Zeus to top frag for this Na'Vi team with the likes of Simple and Electronic behind him, so let's see how he did it. As I've been talking, the pistol round has been playing out on your screen with Zeus buying a smoke and 2 flashes, and he starts things out with some pretty good flashes in towards the A site. Something that's kind of weird here is that Zeus is the guy throwing the flashes, and then he still ends up going in first. It definitely feels like Na'Vi could have timed this push a little bit better with someone else ready to swing quickly as these flashes came over the top, and instead Zeus ends up trying to enter the site dry, and he just gets wrecked. Na'Vi still ended up winning that first pistol round, so heading into round 2, they're going to be up against a force buy, and at the start, Zeus is just posturing for position over towards Banana. He goes back towards A, and I'm mainly going to focus on Zeus's individual play throughout this video, but this round does seem very, very strange, with a bunch of utility being used, and then the push ends up coming in later on with very few nades left. Either way, individually, Zeus ends up going in first with the Mach 10, just gets caught off guard by Glaive, not much he can do here, and the trade comes in. So eventually, Astralis managed to win that second round there, and that meant heading into round 3, both teams decided to force, and both teams had pretty good buys. However, Na'Vi only had 2 AKs. One of these AKs was in the hands of Simple, who tried to force an opening kill, but ended up losing his rifle, and Zeus goes on a mission to get this AK back. He doesn't quite get this first kill here, with Edward stealing it away. However, as he wraps towards the site, he does manage to trade on towards the site itself, and this helps Na'Vi eventually win this crucial force buy. Into round 4, and I'm just going to show you the kills because this round was really boring. Astralis were on a force buy, Na'Vi took A, and Zeus got 2 kills while hunting down the saving players. Nothing special here, but a nice little bit of extra cash. Into round 5, Astralis are on a full eco, and Zeus starts the round by killing a chicken, which is never a good sign. He manages to get the first kill in towards Banana, and then I guess Electronic has some Danish blood somewhere in his family, because he thinks he's an Astralis player for a minute, and accidentally team kills Zeus. I mean, to be fair, that's karma for killing the chickens at the start of the round. I decided to look at it from Electronic's POV, and I don't really blame him too much here, just an unfortunate situation. We're finally into the first gun round, however it doesn't start that well for Zeus. He takes loads of damage from this molly while trying to gain banana control, and I guess this probably is a bit of a mistake. Na'Vi end up running down the clock, but when they eventually go for this A play, they don't really have the nades to make it work, so they just have to go for a contact play, and okay then, that's an insane shot. Zeus tries to follow up that absolute banger of a shot by pushing in towards Pit, but there's just not enough time left for Na'Vi to win this round. Oh, and by the way, in case you were interested, here's that shot from Device's POV. Yeah, that's a tilter. Into round 7, and again, Na'Vi try and get banana control, but Simple gets isolated and dies off early on. The rest of Na'Vi then go for an A play while Zeus is watching the flank. Zeus leaves the bomb in kind of an awkward spot here, so when he picks it up and loses this duel, it basically puts an end to Na'Vi's chances in this round. Although, to be fair, they were in a 2v4 already, so realistically, the round was already lost. In this round, Na'Vi only have 1 AK, so they decide to try and nade stack down banana to get the opening pick. When that doesn't work, Zeus just has to play bait to try and get this AK to work, but unfortunately it doesn't pay off. Into round 9, and yet again Zeus is in the trenches, in the thick of it, in towards banana, taking nade damage to try and gain map control at the start of the round. Again, let's skip ahead to the action where we're in a 3v3 post plan, and Zeus takes a flash to the face, but luckily for Zeus, Electronic saves him by winning this duel, and Zeus can clean up the final kill. Into round 10, again, Zeus loves getting his team banana control, and I think this suits his role really well. As an in-game leader, you're not expected to frag, so trading some health for control of the map is a positive play from Zeus's perspective. Again, Na'Vi seem to love their slow playing style, so we will skip ahead to the action where Na'Vi try and go for an A-sided push. Zeus tries to help the push forwards, but that is a bit of an NA flash, not exactly what he was hoping for. Eventually he pushes up short and manages to get this trade in towards pit, but there are just too many teammates dead and Na'Vi can't overwhelm the A-bomb site. Again, not much Zeus could have done here. When he's left in the 2v4, he's just got to try and make an individual play, and unfortunately it didn't pay off. Into round 11, Zeus calls a slightly risky force buy where Na'Vi only have 2 AKs. The game has been fairly back and forth though, so it's probably worth the risk at this point. I think this round does a good job at encapsulating what Zeus's role generally should be with the team, as in this 2v2 with Simple, his main job is just to create space for Simple to do the fragging. He gets the bomb towards the site, and Simple gets the 2 kills to close out the round. Again, no frags here for Zeus, but he's definitely done his job. After winning that force buy, Na'Vi and Zeus should be aware that Astralis are going to be on a weak buy themselves. At least we know Zeus is getting enough potassium, because yet again he goes over towards Banana. It's so bad. That's such a bad joke. Eventually, Na'Vi decide to go for a full B-site execute, which is definitely a risk against the pistols, and you can see this round turns into a really scrappy one. It works out for Zeus though, because he manages to find 2 kills in the exchange. Didn't exactly look like the most confident kills ever, but they all count. And eventually, Zeus gets a 3rd frag over towards Banana, leaving his team in a 2v2. Not a terrible position overall, and Zeus has definitely done well by finding these frags, but it's not exactly what Na'Vi would have hoped for heading into the round. Here in round 13, Astralis are on a full eco, and there's only one word I need to say about this round. Kobe! Seriously though, imagine Zipnix's reaction after taking this nade to the face. It literally does 100 damage. We're near the end of Na'Vi's T side now, and at the start of this round, Zeus gets some good information spotting out this top mid aggression from Astralis. And this info allows Edward to get the opening kill of the round. Again, Na'Vi run down the clock, but with 35 seconds left, they decide to go towards Banana, and for some reason, Simple ends up having to run round the corner as the bait. Doesn't seem like the best idea, but he goes down, and the trade eventually comes in. Zeus struggles a bit on the first frag, but does a good job at switching it over towards Zipnix, and leaves himself in a 1v1 against Magisk. And in the clutch, Zeus just seems fully in control of this one, always making sure he is in the correct position. He ends up spotting Magisk in the back for an easy frag. Again, I think I would prefer Zeus to be the bait over towards Banana to allow Simple to do the work, but credit to Zeus, he's winning the clutches. Last round of this first half now, and the Astralis are on a bit of a dodgy buy. Despite this, Na'Vi end up going down to a 3v4 at the early proceedings, which means Zeus decides to try and just go for a sneak play in towards the B-bomb site, trying to find an opening, and it works out. He finds an opening for his team, and they manage to close out the clutch in the end. Not the most action-packed round, but again, nice kill from Zeus. He's still contributing on the frags, and he ends the first half with a 15 for 9 scoreline and 91 ADR. So overall, I think you've seen that Zeus hasn't done anything too crazy in this first half, but he's just been in the right place at the right time, getting the frags. You can see some of the kills look a little bit questionable, but that's to be expected. Zeus doesn't have the best individual skills, so he's not always just going to wreck his opponents like Simple will. Again, some of the spots seem a little bit weird. I would think that Zeus should maybe be going in first a little bit more often, especially when you have such a talented player like Simple in your squad. But you can also go the other way with it, because Simple loves to entry frag, so Zeus just needs to assist his teammates in the best way possible, and he's done a pretty good job at that. It's just that in these specific situations, the best role for him has been to try and trade his teammates. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the first part of this video. I'm planning on uploading the second half of this 30 bomb in the coming days, so make sure to stick around for that, and I will see you next time.